So I just want to talk about this thing called Juneteenth. Okay, because I think there's a lot of misinformation about it, and a lot of people freaking out about it. And I don't think it needs to be freaked out about because it's just a historical thing. So if y'all didn't know, what had ended up happening on Juneteenth is that the Emancipation Proclamation was made in 1862. This made it so that everybody was free, that no longer people were allowed to be slaves. Here's the thing though, because of how information passed so slowly, what ended up happening was it wasn't until 1865 that the last slave state got to be able to figure out that they are actually free. And so what happens is on June 19th, 1865, they finally get the information to the state of Texas. And so what ends up happening is that they start celebrating because they're just like, whoa, you mean to tell me for the past 3 years we could have been free, but we were living in slavery? And that's what Juneteenth celebrates. So I don't even understand why there's all this stuff of everyone saying it's woke and everybody said laughing at it and thinking it's ridiculous. It's just a historical event. Yes, now it's a national holiday. Okay, why are we so mad about that? Why are we so mad about us making a national holiday out of something when it is actually a great historical event? And it's terrible to think that so many people were being able to be held in slavery even though they were supposed to be free. Now think about this, guys. How many of us are out here not recognizing that we have the ability to be free? We have the ability to be free, have free thoughts, have free lives, and we can be able to do things differently. But we're still sitting here living in shackles. We're still sitting here living as slaves. And so this is what Juneteenth is all about. It shouldn't be something that people should freak out about. It shouldn't be stuff that people make a big deal about. This should be something that we should be happy about because this is an historical event. This is a super awesome thing that happened so many years ago. You guys don't have to be slaves anymore. You guys are free. And maybe a day like this can remind you that, man, maybe not everybody knows that they're free. Maybe not everybody knows the rights that they have as Americans. So remind people of that. This is the day to be able to remind people of that. It's not a day for us to freak out and say that everything is woke. Because believe it or not, history is still history, even if you don't like it.